Well, I've decided to make a video on homelessness. I'm in Tweed Heads at the moment, but I've been homeless in Coolangatta for about 5 weeks now. And it has been hard, but thank God it's summer. I've just been for a swim about an hour ago. Don't have much food, but at least I got some fat stores to get me by. What to say? Well, I didn't know how it was going to go, but the hardest thing's been trying to find somewhere safe to sleep at night, because there's a lot of cretins on the street. Not necessarily the ones that are actually homeless, but there are a lot of, let's put it this way, a lot of arseholes out there. I've been eating fairly well up until maybe the last day. And I went to Woolworths yesterday. I had $20 left, and the girl at the cash register, she gave me my receipt back, but she didn't give me my $10 change. And I'm just contemplating whether I should go down there and make a fuss about it, but I'm just wondering whether it's worth it or not. But I don't know, we'll see how the day goes. I've got some noodles to get me by today. If I have to, I'll go to Fred's place, or I don't know, one of the food places around the area. I suppose I can go to the food bank tomorrow and use maybe the $10 that I've got left to my name. I was offered an inheritance, which I should have gotten 4 years ago, but I didn't want anyway because it's mafia blood money. But that's irrelevant from the issue. But they asked me for my bank details about 2 months ago, saying that they were going to put money in the account. And I gave them my bank details, and there's been no money going there. But at the same time, the money most probably would have been helpful, because I most probably would have been able to put a roof over my head. But ultimately, I really don't want their money because of all the grief they've caused me. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, this is the first blog of my homelessness situation. Yes, and as I said, it's been about 5 weeks now, and I pretty much tried to unload most of the stuff, like the shit that I've been carrying around. Excuse the French, but I did have a suitcase, a big grey one with wheels on it, and I had to discard it because it's just lugging it around. It was weighing at least my own body weight, which is around 100 kilos. So I had to discard that and the majority of the stuff, but I'm down to 2 backpacks and a sleeping bag. But ultimately, like I said, lucky it's summer, and the weather's not too bad. If it was winter, then it'd be worse. We've had a couple of rainy days, and I've had to seek shelter. One being of which the change sheds over at Coolangatta at the toilet block across from the Calypso, but I had a bit of anxiety surrounding me sleeping in the change shed the first night. A big thunderstorm hit and I had a few anxieties, but I've just pretty much been trying to move around and maybe not sleep in the one place too often. But yeah, normally I'm over on Cooley Beach or Greenmount Beach watching the ocean during the day. It's been pretty hard because I really would have liked to have secured a job when I did have a roof over my head, and the COVID payments went down, and if they had have stayed at the same rate, well, I would have been able to keep a roof over my head, but unfortunately, yes, it went down, and the same is going to happen in December on the 31st, so life will just get a little bit harder, but I'm pretty resilient, and yeah, it's been a bit of a hard situation to get through, but I'm holding in there. I'm doing okay, I guess. I suppose food, water and some kind of shelter is maybe the main priority at the moment. I've sought a few of the services out. I went over to housing over at the Tweed Head side or Tweed Head South, and and the lady in the office, she was pretty rude to me, and then I tried to get help through One Link again, and the lady over the phone said that I had to look for rental properties, which is really, really hard when you're homeless because it's a bit of a catch-22. Like I've got backpacks that I'm lugging around and whatnot, and I'm not just going to leave my crap anywhere. And then to have to go looking for rentals while you're homeless, it's just, it's a catch-22. It's just an impossible task. So, so that sort of put that out of the picture. And I do have my name down on the Govey housing list on the Queensland side, but I'm not on the Govey list on the Tweed Head side. But, I may well have to go over to Robina and go and see about what assistance I can get. I may have to go, up the other end of town on the Queensland side and go and see if I can get assistance there. I'm a bit tired today because I didn't sleep the best last night, although I did sleep yesterday. But I think a few sleepless nights has sort of caught up with me. I've been taking vitamins, so I've got multivitamins and whatnot, so I'm just trying to keep up my water intake, but definitely I'm going to need to have a good feed tomorrow, I reckon. But my payment from my government payments and link payment, I only have to wait a few more days, so I'm just going to stick it out and just roll with the punches, I guess. Anyway, over and out.